In this week's Bleach, Bach still claims he's family.
I swear I'm not related to him.
Yeah, my ass.
Bleach, chapter 674, Father 2, picks up with Bach saying they're done talking as he takes a step out of his chair while Orihime tries to go and help Ichigo.
I'm gonna have to ask you to pick up the pace around here. You really need a sense of urgency.
Bach seems really excited to show Ichigo what he can do, but he doesn't look like he gives much of a crap.
Oh, we're wasting time. What is your weakness?
Ichigo recklessly charges after Bach, who tells him he never should have brought the girl, but his anger must have clouded his judgment.
Oh, please don't take a turn to negative town.
What are you talking about? Who's getting negative?
Ichigo is easily pushed back while Bach tells him his death is inevitable, but they shouldn't rush and enjoy themselves. He has no idea what went into his creation, so he should stop making light of his important life.
What's the point? Save some people so some other people can be lame, and then those lamos can be lamer to some other posers?
He keeps spewing shit about Ichigo's body and power never being his alone to begin with. They've returned to its rightful owner, so he should use it all up and then die. Wow, is that really all he expects from Ichigo?
I don't expect anything from you except to die and be a very cheap funeral.
Cut to Renji and Rukia trying to escape from Thor, but his massive hand takes a swipe at them.
As the kids are saying today, talk to the hand.
But Byakuya sweeps in and saves them both, telling them to go join Ichigo. They protest, but he knows they can sense Ichigo's Ryatsu. That thing is on Bach's level.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack?
They hesitate, but Byakuya informs them that he believes Ichigo doesn't need their strength, but he no longer needs them there to fight Thor, so they're excused.
Well, what are you waiting for? Can't you see I don't watch anymore?
They appreciate his honesty and take off to help Ichigo as Byakuya returns to Hitsugaya.
Yeah, she died like 20 minutes after that.
Hitsugaya says they saw right through Byakuya's concern, but he assures him that he chose his words carefully so that they read between the lines.
You're a terrible liar.
But Hitsugaya thinks it was right to send them to go help Ichigo. He was taught at the academy that Shinigami must fight to protect humans and friends. They may be Ichigo's acquaintances, but those two are his close friends.
What a big happy family we got here.
If they draw their blades, it's best to do it alongside Ichigo. Whether it was right or wrong, they were gonna help him anyway.
Shut the fuck up!
Cut to Haschwalth, who gives a speech about people existing based on scales. Progress is based on a scale of right and wrong, and the fragments you split into those piles form the person you become. This is all being said to a collapsed Ishida.
Don't you ignore me.
However, Haschwalth cannot see the form of Ishida that was built by his choices on the scales of right and wrong. Who is the real Ishida?
So will the real shady please stand up and put one of those fingers on each hand up?
Ishida begins to stand up and tells Haschwalth to get off his soapbox, because even he won't know the real Ishida until he sees them all drop like flies.
Well, good luck with all that.
We then see a sun coin flip, and two people begin saying how lucky they were to have a portal left to them. It's none other than Ryuken and Isshin.
Get ready for a lifetime of being badass motherfuckers.
Oh, I am.
So, wow, a lot going on in this chapter. Bach is still whooping Ichigo's ass and talking about his creation, his body and powers not belonging to him, obviously meaning that because he's the father of all Quincy's, thanks for reminding me, everyone, that both belong to him. But I wonder if Bach would be able to hand the hollow powers that flow within him, since Quincy's don't have any immunity to them. I'm sure because he's God now, he will, but we shall see. Also, Rukia and Renji were forced by Byakuya to go help Ichigo, which was something I definitely expected. But what was interesting was when they spoke about Ichigo's Ryatsu, Byakuya said that thing is on Bach's level. Not sure about the translation, but for some reason my immediate interpretation was that he meant Ichigo was on Bach's level of power, although he could just be saying Ichigo's on the same floor level as Bach. But why would he say that thing? Even Rukia and Renji had surprised reactions to this statement. I found it very odd, but I could be way overthinking a very simple line.
Then stop it!
Then we had Haschwalth talking about the scales of right and wrong, further suggesting that his letter stands for balance. For some reason though, he doesn't have Ishida figured out or even killed yet. Could both of these things be because of Ishida's letter A? We still don't know what it stands for, and it's gotta be helping him because he should have been dead a long time ago like Baz. And yeah, the ending was pretty sweet seeing Isshin and Ryuken show up. Safest bet as to how they'll help is they'll both go to their sons. Or Ryuken will go to Ishida and Isshin will first go help beat Thor and have a Hitsugaya reunion before going to Ichigo. I'm very excited to see these two show off their real powers.
Actually, we'll be interviewing as a team.
We're here to fuck shit up.
So I'll give this chapter an 8.5 out of 10. Rukia and Renji are off to help Ichigo, Ishida is somehow fending off Haschwalth, and the real fathers have arrived. For my question of the week, who will Isshin and Ryuken go help out first? Favorite comments always featured in the next review. Here are last week's winners. Alright, that does it for me. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. I'll be back next week with more Isshin and Ryuken. Peace!